you went from DIY to trying it a little bit more seriously with a content manager to going to Impact Live. So we've heard the journey of like you implementing it. What's it like day to day, week to week, working with Allison, working with Mandy, working with the team here at Impact, as far as like how it helps your team in pushing out all this content? Because it is a lot of content you got to push out every week.
Yeah, it's a lot in the beginning because you feel like you're doing all these things wrong and you know the things that aren't working and you want to fix them all. And so in the beginning, like Melissa owns everything that she does and she wants to do it really well. And so the first couple of weeks for her were hard because she was wanting to fix all these things and do everything right. And so she was it was almost like double work, fix the old things and do new good things. And what I think Mandy and Allison told her finally was just like, slow down. We're going to get there. Just do this thing this week. Yeah. So all you got to do this week is do this thing. And then next week we'll do the next thing. And so that which was great for her. I think a lot of people are probably the other way where they don't get it done. If you said, get this done by the end of October, 3 months down the road, everybody starts at October 20th.
Right.
And so the weekly or semi-week or every other week meetings, however often the cadence is with the coaching, keeps you on track. Absolutely. It's the biggest thing in any coaching is accountability. You've got to be, the wisdom obviously helps because you need to know what to do, but the accountability of actually doing it was where the rubber meets the road, because it just, that's what keeps it going. Because again, I've read both books. Endless Customers wasn't out yet when we started coaching, and I read They Ask You Answer, and I felt like I understood it, but there was no accountability for us to get anything done. Other than me wanting to do it and then me being annoyed with myself and we didn't, but that wasn't enough. And so it's the same thing with my business coach too, where it's the accountability is really the big thing. And it just keeps you on track. It's not long before you realize the progress you're making.
Right.
And that's really the key. If you can just suck it up for the first 3 or 4 weeks, we knew that once we were doing things the way you guys told us to do them, as far as just writing the articles. Forget about we're a WordPress shop instead of a HubSpot shop. We're Zoho people and all that. Forget about all that and the CRM, which is a super important, but just start with writing better content. And we didn't know what better content was. Yeah. And so having Mandy and Allison and Janet and all the whole team, and just knowing we're like, man, we feel like our content's really so much better than it was a month ago before we started. And that's a great feeling. Like then I feel like we're writing things that, and man, people really should be finding this and reading this, and it's going to help them a lot. And it's more focused, and it's not just me rambling on about something. Right. It's a very well written article.
Well, and also you're the CEO, it's your company. So you're trying to run a business on top of trying to write all these articles and do everything by yourself. That's when you're wearing that many hats at one time, it doesn't always work out so great. And I've been in that spot too, where if you're giving 50% of your time in one spot and 50% of your time in another spot, you're never giving 100% of your time anywhere, and that's tough, especially when you're trying to scale a business. So I think it's very commendable that you saw that and you were like, hey, I want to bring in the right people and I want to do this the right way.
I've always believed it was because it was a better version of what I wanted to do when I started the business. Right. I've like, this is the way that you want to sell. And again, I didn't have the words that you guys have. The idea of no one wants to be sold, everyone wants to buy. Right. Yeah. Like that's right what I was going for. Mm-hmm. But I just couldn't get there because writing is not one of my gifts. And so I'm the subject matter expert on a lot of things, and that's fine. And then they talk to me and have a question about a clarifying question about the article. And then Melissa writes it. And Melissa knows a lot of this stuff too. She's worked here for 13 years. So she knows almost all of it anyway. She'll just run it by me to make sure sometimes. But that's I can be the subject matter expert in 2 minutes of answering questions. And then she can write the article and get it posted and get it on socials and all the death by 1,000 cuts things.
Right.